Hello everyone, welcome to day 8 of Vlogtober. It's Sunday the 8th. I keep thinking it's Monday today for some reason. I think it's because of being away and coming back. I'm a bit out of sync with days and things, but it's Sunday, I have to remind myself. And I do have a few things to show you today. I did wonder how this Vlogtober would pan out actually, whether I'd have enough things to keep showing you what I was doing, but it's so far so good. So for those that have been following me, you may remember that just before I went away I cast on this cardigan. So this is the James Brett pattern. So this is actually available on my website. I know somebody was asking for this pattern, so you can pop over to the website snowdoniastitches.com and it's on there to purchase. If anybody else is looking for this pattern, that's where it is. Obviously you can just Google it, otherwise you'll find it. It's JB780. Okay, I chose to make it in this purple as was shown in the pattern, just because I really like the colour. Purple is not normally my go-to colour, but it's such a deep, really rich purple. I really liked it, so I chose to do it in the purple, and I'm making it on 10mm needles. I'm actually doing it on circular needles, but you don't have to. It's just easier because it's heavy. I just find it easier to do it on circulars, but you can just do it on normal straight needles, it's fine. So I cast on the last time you saw it, and I'd done probably about 4 rows in the car just before we got to the hotel. So I've managed to start it, and I just wanted to do a quick progress update on this one because I've actually done quite a few rows since I last shown you. So I love working with this yarn anyway. It's the James Brett Amazon in the super chunky, and these come in 100g balls, and it's 20% wool, 80% acrylic, and just that 20% wool in it makes a massive difference. It's so soft, and it's working up really nice. So I'll just show you again. There we go. So I'm so pleased with how far I've come on with this. So that's my cardigan progress so far. So I'm pleased about that one, and I should continue working on that in the evenings. So hopefully I'll be able to show you another progress update on the jumper very soon. On the cardigan, sorry, that one. Cardigan update. The other thing I have to show you is the Christmas baubles. Now, I mentioned these yesterday, that I was going to make a start on the Christmas baubles, and that's what I've done today. The first one I made is this one, and on camera it probably looks absolutely fine, and there's nothing really wrong with it as such, apart from the fact it's not a really snug fit, and I like the covers to be quite snug, and it's a little bit roomy, so you can see there, so although it was okay, I wasn't 100% happy with it. So I've been working on trying to fix this pattern to adjust it so it has a nice fit, and I've managed to do that. So the new one is these. Oh, I've done a couple actually. So these have got, there we go, and this fit is perfect, exactly how I like them covers to go on, and they fit really snugly. I'm really happy with these. So I've made these using the Welsh Wool in those. So that's a lamb's wool on these two. I can't remember what make it is now. I showed it on a previous Vlogtober, but these are all Welsh yarns. So these are my Welsh baubles. I just need to put some twine to hang them up, and then they'll be ready to go. So I'm just about to start my third bauble. I'm halfway through at the moment. So that's the one half complete. So I thought it might be quite nice and a bit different today if we do like a little mini make along, and I'll show you how I make the baubles. So I'll make the second half with you, and then we can sew it together and you'll see how I make the baubles. And then if you want to make some of your own, then you'll know how to make them. So I thought that'd be quite fun. So okay, so I think the camera's angled okay, so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I've got my 3 yards and I'm working with a 3.5mm crochet hook, and I've got my tapestry needle and my scissors, and I have a bauble. So these are just your regular Christmas baubles, and I got a big pack of these from B&M's, 41 in a pack for, I think it was $4.99. So they're great and they're perfect for covering and making your personalised baubles. So that's all you need. Okay, so I'm going to take my green yarn to start with, and we're going to be starting on the centre here. So I'm going to make a magic ring, and I'm going to place 12 single crochet into the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, some more yarn, 11, and last one, 12. Okay, and then I'm just going to join to the first stitch with a slip stitch, and then I'm just going to cut that yarn now because I finished that round and I don't need this yarn for my second round. So I'm just going to yarn over and pull through. There we go. So that's the round one, the centre of the bauble. And now I'm going to change to my brown. I'm just going to join that onto any stitch from the previous round. So let's just pop that into there. And I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to place a half double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so the chain 2 acts as 1 stitch, and then I've placed in the same stitch a half double crochet, so I've got 2 stitches in 1 stitch effectively. Okay, so this is being increased round, so I'm going to place 2 half double crochets into each stitch around now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got my 12 clusters of 2 there for my increase, and I'm just going to slip stitch to join. Okay, so that's round 2, and I'm going to cut my yarn over, pull through to finish round 2. Okay, so it's looking like that now. And now I'm going to take my lamb's wool in the cream, and this is the Welsh lamb's wool. They're all Welsh wools, these. And I'm going to join into one of the spaces, so any space, so not into the top of the stitch from the previous round, but in between the spaces of the 2 half double crochets in between each stitch. So you've got a space, then you've got 2 half double crochets, then a space, 2 half double crochets, and a space. So I'm going into one of these spaces, doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to chain 3 this time. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to place 2 double crochets into the space, into the same space. So I have a chain 3, double crochet, double crochet. Okay, and this is in US terminology. So I'm going to go across to the next space and place 3 double crochets into the next space. And again into the next space, 3 double crochet. And I'm just going to continue doing this all the way around. Okay, so just coming up to the end of this round now, and I'm just going to join to the top of that chain 3 with a slip stitch, and that is the end of round 3. So I'm just going to cut my yarn over and pull through. Okay, so that's looking like that at the moment now. So I'm going to go back to my green yarn for the next round, and I'm going to join into any of the spaces between the 3 double crochets, so into here or here. Okay, so I'm just going to join my green there, and I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to place 2 half double crochets into the same space. Some more yarn. Okay, and now I'm going to place a 3 half double crochet into each space between the 3 double crochets. So I'm just going to continue working. What's a double crochet? I want half double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, and then into the next space. 1, 2 and 3, move that tail, and again into the next space. I'm just going to continue doing this all the way around. Okay, so I'm just coming up to my last space now, so I'm just going to place my last 3 half double crochets into here. Okay, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 to join. Okay, and that's the end of that round, but this time I'm not actually going to cut my yarn because I'm going to join the 2 halves together. But before I do that, I'm just going to weave in all the ends like that one. Okay, so I'll just weave in the ends, and then I shall join you back here in a mo. Okay, so I've just sewn in my ends, and now I'm going to get the other half that I made earlier. So I've got the 2 halves, and I'm going to place them wrong sides together like so, and then I'm going to start slip stitching around the edge to join them together. So you just go through one side and then just pick up one of the stitches from the other side. And then I'm just going to continue working slip stitch all the way, well, not all the way around. I'm going to work my way around until I have a gap big enough to put the bauble in, but not too big. Easier. So you can see how this is joining now, but it's still a little bit wide to put the bauble in, so I'm still going to keep going. Keep going round, go a bit more, I think. And of course you can put your bauble in whenever you like, it's just personal preference. I just prefer to get as much done as I can. So, okay, so I've slip stitched around now, so I have an opening here, and I think that is just right to pop the bauble inside now. So I'm just going to gently pop the bauble in. There we go. So you can see that's nice and snug now, and then I'm just going to continue crocheting the 2 halves together with the bauble sat in place. So if I can see, it's getting really dark in here. There we go. So just keep working around, and when you get to the top here, so I've just done that stitch there, which is just to the side here. Okay, obviously I don't want to go to the next one because I don't want to cover this up, so I'm just going to place a slip stitch into the front stitch only, just to get me round to the other side, and then I'm going to work this side and this will close the ball up. There we go. But still leave room for the hanging hook. And then just a few stitches left now to join. And another one there. And one more here. There we go. Okay, so that is now slip stitched all the way around, so the bauble is now nice and secure there. So all that's left for me to do now is to cut the yarn over and pull through. Oops, I nearly lost a stitch there we go. Yarn over and pull through, and then I'm just going to weave in the end here. So let's get my needle, just weave this one in. Just going to go in and out a few times just to secure it. There we go. Just cut that tail off. And there we have bauble number 3. Okay, so that was quite fun, wasn't it, making some baubles? You'll be able to make some baubles too. So you can of course make yours in any yarn you like. You can use cotton, you can use double knit. You just need to obviously adjust your hook size, and you may just need to adjust the pattern slightly. So if you need your covers to be bigger, where I've done half double crochets, you could do double crochets. If you need it smaller, where I've done double crochets, you could use half double crochet or single crochet, depending on how big or small your bauble is. So moving on to happy post now. I have had some happy posts today, even though it is Sunday. Last night my wool winder broke, so I use this a lot because of having the skeins, and the skeins need to be wound up because let's just find one here. There we go. So as many of you know, but for those who don't, they come like this and they need to be wound into beautiful yarn cakes, and that just makes them easier to use and they don't knot. However, last night mine stopped working, so it'll go round and it stops, and yeah, it didn't make life very easy at all. So I ended up hand winding them, which is fine. You can do that, it's absolutely fine. It is just much quicker with a yarn winder, and much prettier with a yarn winder. So my happy post was my new yarn winder, and this time I went for the Knit Pro yarn winder, and I have tried it out and it's working perfectly, and yeah, I'm happy again now. I have my wool winder, so I can make some more yarn cakes this evening. Fabulous. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I don't think I have anything else to show you. I'm not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow. I may make some ghosts tomorrow, some ghosts and pumpkins, bunting. So yeah, join me tomorrow and perhaps we'll do a bit of Halloween. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Halloween tomorrow. Let's do some crochet ghosts and crochet pumpkins, and let's make some bunting. Yes. Okay, right, I shall leave it there for today, and I shall see you tomorrow for some spooktacular bunting. Thanks for joining me. Bye.